If you're like most men in today's society, you have been battling with the addiction of pornography. I know if you're like me, at the age of 12 years old, that's when I first got introduced to it via some magazines that my grandfather had in the attic. And ever since then, up until the age of now, 26 years old, it was a battle that I was always going through because consciously I knew it wasn't for me. I'm assuming if you're watching today's video, you've done the research of the negative side effects that pornography and masturbation has on the brain and the mind, especially when it comes to your attraction and with other women. And so maybe you've tried different strategies. You've gotten to the NoFap community. You've attempted it, maybe gone a week, 2 weeks, a month without pornography, but then sometimes you revert back to it. In today's video, I actually found a tool that's helped me tremendously when it came to actually pornography because it was a tool that actually takes control of my computer to make sure that it wipes away any temptation that can ever come. So stay to the end of today's video so you can understand this tool and get along with your NoFap journey so you can take that masculine energy, move it up, and become the man that you know you're meant to be. So let's hop into the content. Hi there, my name is DeAndre Saxton, and my channel is dedicated to teaching young men how to become high-value men. I'm talking about men that earn over 6 figures, men that are great with the ladies or have a romantic, intimate relationship with women, men that have a powerful mastermind group, and men that feel confident and secure about themselves. So in today's video, we're going to hop straight into it. Battling and quitting pornography for the very last time. And I truly believe that this could be one of the last videos that you ever watch when it comes to this content. So the way I'm going to be breaking this down is I'm going to be breaking this down into 4 parts. And what's going to make this video different from any other video that you've watched up to this point is a lot of the times other videos, they give you the mindset or the awareness behind, why you should quit pornography. And if you're watching this now, you probably already know that you should be quitting, but you keep falling down at points when you're feeling lonely, when you're feeling sad or depressed. You start to feel some kind of lack or emptiness and you succumb to pornography. And so you already understand that it's not good for you. But one thing I learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor, is the idea between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind and the relationship between the two. So consciously, you know that you're not supposed to be doing it or that you don't want to do it. You've gathered the information that says, okay, this activity and watching this form of content is not good for me in the long term when it comes to my energy, when it comes to my stamina, when it comes to my confidence. So you know that you shouldn't be doing this. But one thing about the conscious mind is it only controls 5% of your results. Then we have the subconscious mind that controls 95% of your results, and that's your emotional habits and your unconscious habits. So what happens is when you hit those home emotions, let's just say it's boredom, let's just say it's loneliness, and it's a Friday night and you might be feeling a little lonely or bored, you succumb to that moment and that urge, not because you consciously, you're not supposed to be doing it, because emotionally, unconsciously, those habits are controlling 95% of your results, and then you fall back in. And it was this difference that between understanding the conscious mind and gathering information and simply having awareness, and then the actual underlying unconscious habits. Knowing this allowed me to change my life and earn 7 figures at the age of 25. And now I've kind of revamped it and teaching men how to become better versions of themselves. So we're going to take those principles and relay them to this idea of quitting pornography and for the very last time. So let's go ahead and break down these 4 steps right here. First step is awareness. So I'm assuming at this point in your journey, you're already aware that pornography and masturbation is not good for your psyche, for your energy, and for your overall character as a man. You've already gained that. But simply having awareness or understanding something doesn't mean that you're actually going to do that. So that's the first step, is you got to have awareness that pornography is not that good for you and that it's actually hitting you when it comes to your confidence with women, confidence with yourself, and your ability to create new ideas when it comes to your business or your skill set, whatever that you're working on as a man. Step number 2 is the mindset. So once you already have the awareness that it's not that good for you and you've made the decision that you want to make a change, you go into the next category, which is mindset. You have this mindset now that you're going to stop pornography, that you're going to do the NoFap, that you're going to maybe even get into semen retention. And now you've taken on this doctrine or mindset that, hey, I understand this is not good for me, and this is the direction that I want to go. So you've taken this awareness and now you start to move it into mental action via your thoughts that start to consume that say, hey, this is not something that I want to do. But that's still not good enough. Some of us are still in this category. that we have this mindset, but we haven't been able to properly execute on it because we keep succumbing back to it once a week, maybe after a couple days, maybe after a couple months. Because then we go into step number 3, which is proper execution. You have the awareness that, hey, you want to join the NoFap community. You want to take that creative energy that you want to go ahead and release once you see some Instagram photos or you go to the hub or whatever it is. How do you actually make it last and make sure that you never succumb back to it? And see, this is where you're probably at, and this is where I'm at, and where I've been for a lot of the years of my life over the last coming years, where I understood that this wasn't a good activity that was not actually adding to my life, but was actually taking away. The biggest difference is step number 4, which is tools and strategies. There was I've watched so many different videos about NoFap, quitting pornography, and I gathered a lot of information of how to quit. And this video is not about gathering more information, but actually tools and strategies. That way you can have proper execution. And today I want to introduce you to a website or a tool that I found that actually helped me tremendously when it came to the journey of quitting pornography and making it so much easier to not fall into my urge. And without further ado, I'm not sponsored by them in any way. I just want to create this video so I can get this tool out there to more men and women, that they can, take control back of their life, take control back of their energy, and start to create now from a sense of mental creation versus, physical creation. Blocker X is a cool website that I found. It's blockerx.net. And what it is a porn blocker system that helps you quit pornography immediately. And I thought this was really cool. When I first found it, I thought it was really interesting. I think they had like a 3-day trial, if I'm not mistaken. And so what it does is it actually takes control of your web browser and your computer. You can't load any more adult content. So let's just say you want to go ahead and press start now. I started for free for 3 days, or you can pay for the year for about $90. I ended up paying for the $90 because honestly, anybody can go 3 days without pornography. Most men can do that. But now when you start hitting those, 7 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 3 months, that's when it actually starts to kick in. So after a day of the trial, I honestly just bought it. It's $90, and I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's give it a run. So what does it actually do? So the cool thing about this website is it actually takes control of your browser. That way you can know that you no longer actually start watching pornography. So I already have purchased this, so you can kind of see what it looks like on the back end here. Once you purchase it, you're going to have access to many different ways of this extension, being able to take control of your phone, your laptop, and your browsers. That way, anytime you try to load any adult content, or maybe mistakenly load adult content, it will actually take over. So you can see right here that it has a Google Chrome extension. You can see that up here in the top of the browser that I have the extension. You can go ahead and download it on the Chrome extension store. Go ahead and turn it on, sign in. And anytime you try to load a pornographic website, it will go ahead and block it. I'll actually show you what it looks like here in a second. It also works on your MacBook, which is really, really cool. Because if you're like, here's one thing I know about humans is that when you want something, you're going to find a way to get it. So let's just say you have Google Chrome and you put the Chrome extension, but then you go use Safari or another browser or Firefox to try to get to your, to try to find it, right? This is not something that you use that's going to be the end all be all. It's a tool that uses that you start to put hurdles or barriers of entry that if you're going to go and try to, fall back to fapping again, that you're going to have to go through different barriers. You're going to have to go through this and turn it on and turn it off and do all this extra work, and actually makes you think prior to you actually wanting to actually do the activity. So right here on the Mac OS side, you can actually download it as an actual application on your MacBook, so that even if you go on Safari or another application, it actually takes control of your Wi-Fi. It's actually a funny thing that anytime I, turn it on, it takes over the Wi-Fi. I'll lose Wi-Fi for a little bit and come back on. And it's actually an inbred application that's built into your computer. So even if you try to go to another website other than Google Chrome, you will still, block it. And then you can put it on your iPhone, your Android, or if you have Windows, you can go ahead and do it there. So it was a really cool tool that I used that has helped me tremendously stop pornography. Because like I said, when it comes to it, you need 4 steps: awareness, understanding that it's not good for you, Step number 2, having the mindset that you're going to stop. Step number 3, having proper execution, making sure that you're going to stick it out and making sure that you're going to win and take it day by day. And the 4th step, in order to have that proper execution, there's some tools and strategies that you can use to make sure that you can make it the best and easiest possible to transition from a place of watching pornography, masturbation, to a place of NoFap and making it a lifestyle. And this is an application in a browser that I've used personally that's helped me tremendously. And I wanted to pass it on to you as well. That way you can see it and see the results in your life. So without further ado, my name is DeAndre Saxon. My channel is all dedicated about teaching you how to become a better man in your life. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.